Fuck. Thank you. We're good.
Hey, so where I at, and this is our commentary video for Nomenclature. I really like how this starts off really aggressively.
Yeah, right off the bat, it's just like in your face.
I remember when we first started writing for Nomenclature, this was the first song that we started with.
Yeah, I remember
right, it was.
What was it? When we were writing, I was like, so what do you guys hear in your head? Oh, something really fast. All right.
Yeah, we had that meeting up in Robbinsville, and we wanted to highlight what we wanted to write, what type of music, what type of influence. And we wanted it to be aggressive, epic, but then, you know, push the envelope as far as genre and style-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you said, like, all right, come to practice next week and, like, have something solid. And I was like, oh, fuck. And
Be prepared.
That first opening riff was the riff that I wrote.
Yeah. I was on vacation at the time. I remember coming back and you guys were like, hey, we started a song. I listened to it and I'm like, what? And
surprise.
It's like,
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, we tend to go riff by riff when Alec is involved. But that's a good thing because we all get our input. A lot of times when you write, Joe, you have like a whole song
it's
written.
sections
and
of songs.
We're kind of like, all right, well, how can we fit in here sometimes?
I won't write any more songs.
Obviously, it was successful, so.
Yeah, no. I think we have two different styles when it comes to writing, but I think they mesh well together.
They mesh
Obviously,
really well, yeah.
Yeah.
How many
what makes
fucking
IATT.
albums have we written together? That's, you know.
Definitely. And it helped with like the change of pace too, you know?
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
How did we come up with this midsection?
Post.
Oh, post.
Because during the writing process, we just had the clean guitars and it was kind of just there.
Yeah.
And we kept saying, we'll do something in post, we'll do something in post. And
That's like, hey,
Alec, yeah.
do something.
When you added there the piano and stuff and the ambience definitely made it. And Jay's, the vocals you have there,
Yeah.
that
I
made
love
the whole
that effect.
section like,
Well, the vocals there is just an explanation of what Cor Pulmonale is. So, but it sounded really creepy, so.
Yeah, like the detuned, like vocal effect.
Yeah. That's actually the original. I recorded that in my bedroom.
Yep.
And it sounded pretty awesome, so we decided to keep it.
Oh, that take?
Yeah, it was the first take that I did. I couldn't replicate it. It's
in
one of
garage
the-
band.
Yep. Yeah, one of the one take things.
The guitar crunch.
Yes. I love this part.
The tempo changes.
Or Jay
But
thought
it's
I wouldn't
on
like
point.
this part.
Yeah, but I just love what Paul did there.
Yeah, I feel like a chop shiner was necessary for this part. Really cut it in better.
Classic IATT.
Classic IATT. Yeah.
The tremolo, the
Yeah.
dual tremolo.
Reminds me of Pray for Damnation.
Yeah.
Well, this song reminds me of Elu.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ulu.
Okay, yeah.
That's the new album that's
the
coming
tire.
out
Yeah.
soon.
I can see that. I can see
Because the way it starts off,
Yeah.
just right in your face like that, has all these like melodic, like dual guitar parts. And you guys wrote that when I was on vacation again.
Yeah.
There's a
True.
trend.
There's a trend there, yeah,
If we want
we're
something that's
seeing.
just kind of like,
Just leave, come back, and we'll be
wait for
done.
you to leave, and then we'll. Okay.
That cutout there. That's pretty awesome. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember being like, oh, like I wanted to do like almost like a septic flash or like Karak Ongrin kind of like,
Like a-
jump, jump, you know what I
Like,
mean?
yeah,
Like, yeah, how they
yeah.
do those like rhythmic like pauses.
Exactly.
I love this part of the guitar.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the tone of this solo. It's like really obscure. It
Just cuts in real nice, very clean.
has like a metallic sound to it.
It was all improv that I had to refigure out.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
and I could totally see like guys like snapping their fingers to the rhythm.
The
White gloves. Charlie Chaplin.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, this is bad.
Man,
Right. Paul's chop just adds to that. I could totally picture that.
That was a dual guitar lead too. Like there's two of the same leads recorded there.
Yeah.
It's like the old like Randy Rhoads trick he used to do back there in the days.
Wow.
You record the same guitar lead twice, and then have that to make it a little more full and stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes it has more dynamic to it and like body to it for some reason.
Cool.
Because you never play exactly the same, but it is. So like.
Right, you're
that-
playing the same thing in time, but you're human, so there's that
you
sway.
add minimal effects to it because you have like a natural like sound to it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's why it has like a mirror sound to it?
It produces like
Yeah.
a chorusy effect.
Like almost like a doubler effect is called, like when like the Waves plugins we use, but
Yep.
like something like that.
Okay.
But it needed it for that part because it needed something a little more different than just like a straight guitar part.
Mm-hmm.
I love this part. It build up in the end.
Yeah.
Speaking of white glove snapping, it just reminds me of like a marchy kind of section. I love it.
This part.
How did you come up with those lyrics?
This was actually the first set of lyrics that I wrote.
Like just for the album in general, like
Well, no, for this song.
Okay.
In general, it was this section here.
You started with this section.
Yeah, I heard this, like, as I was listening to the song, I heard this section, and I started with that. I don't know, I felt like it fit. I don't know, it was weird.
I mean, it does fit. It sounds awesome. I love that.
How long is your hair right now, Jay?
In what context?
So I'm looking at it,
When
I'm
it's
standing up here, and I'm
when
just
it's
like,
straight, when it's
I'm like,
like,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. I
when
didn't.
it's braided.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how he went back to the rhythm part here,
Yeah.
just to emphasize that marchy rhythm. This is Paul's groove.
I just felt like, it's not.
Felt like Lars?
Not oh, jeez, don't want to do
This song.
Such a change of pace here.
Yeah, but like not in a bad way. Not in like a like it doesn't like it does change, but like
It fits
I
right
feel like
after that song, the way the
fits,
song
yeah.
ends. It's like a close on that, and then
Yeah.
We had no clue how these songs were gonna fit together.
I love that finger tapping now.
How'd you come up with this, Joe?
this riff was made at Winter NAMM 2018 because we had a booth there for the Guitar Murray, and Fred Brum was there, and I've been following him for years. All the tapping stuff he does.
Yeah.
And he will be sitting there just playing, and I'm just like gawking at him, like, "Yo, show me something." And he would show me some stuff, so I started doing some like Monorad 9 chords. I love those, and tapping them out. I'm like, "Oh yeah, song."
Yeah.
Didn't he say something to you like, write something that would impress me or something?
Yeah, his words were "impress me, bitch," and I was like, "Got it."
That's funny.
He wasn't impressed.
He was not impressed.
Minor.
Okay. I got it.
Gotcha.
I fucking love this section.
Yeah, the transition is very effortless, and it's such a drastic change though. It's like a more melodic death metal section, and then the next part is,
It's like
aggressive
ESP,
black.
aggressive black
Yeah.
metal.
I meant to say DSP.
DSP, I'm not.
Yeah. No. We're not trying to do that.
Oh, this part, man. This part, you gotta like.
That
You
two-step.
literally have to split your brain in half for this part. Like, alright, here we go.
Because the way that
I
you
think
hit
humans
the
don't use
symbols
10%
and the
of their brain
pattern.
anyway, so.
The left side's doing something else, but the right side's doing something else,
I remember when you brought this riff to practice, and you're like, "All right, we're gonna like." This
Yeah,
you're like,
I remember that
fucking-
too.
like, you're fucking joking. Like, no.
You looked
I
at me
was
like,
I was so stressed trying to figure. I was like,
your eye was twitching.
Dude, this has like a death and Arsis feel.
yeah,
to it.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
And the time signatures aren't like so crazy. They're not 4/4 for the second half, but it's so like subtle where it doesn't like sound like it's chopped up and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It flows like nicely.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of transitions in this song. They almost sound very effortless. Even though we know they're not.
They're not.
How many hours do we spend trying to figure out transitions?
I knew this open part. I was like, all right, toms. Which sometimes it just comes natural to me. I can't explain it. Like you just hear it in your head, and then you're like, all right, well, how do I perfect that?
Even just like the basic like rock type driving beats stand out really well in this song.
Like this, for example, this whole verse, like it changes. Paul's changing the drums with the ride cymbal. Then he changes it up in this next part, and then we change the guitar part to pick out the whole chords to complement it. Like little things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like we're playing the, this part as long as we are because of the different transitions and.
Love those vocals.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Well, it's like this part is to me like I'm just like, all right, follow the guitar pattern. Yeah, that's the best way to do it,
Yeah.
You don't think about the time signature and all that. You just follow what,
Well, it is key. I
Joe
mean,
playing,
we spent a lot of time
muscle memory and
drilling.
I think that's the key, though. I think you have to like commit to memory so that you don't even like you're not even thinking about counting at that point.
Yeah, because then it's gonna sound
Sterile.
sterile. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think about the time signatures anymore.
No, you're so used to them. It's just kind of like
muscle memory.
yeah.
This section grew on me a lot. Once we did like the post production.
Right. I remember the initial concept was kind of like, does it work? Does it work?
Sounded good in post.
Yeah,
though. They come out well.
yeah.
I know we talked this my like chill time right here.
Oh, you want to take
This is
a
like the break of the song where it's before it gets hectic again. You have to think.
oh man, this part.
This part gave me nightmares, Paul.
You and me both, my man.
this. Play this. You did it before.
Try it like this. Try it like this.
You're a monkey, Derek.
Recording,
Yeah.
recording the vocals for this was so challenging because it's like so subtle.
Right.
It's like you're in and out. Those ghost notes that you're
Yeah.
hitting on the snare.
That's just natural feel, man. Like that's not me. Oh, should I put ghost notes into it? It's just like no.
That's just what came out.
Yeah, it's just what came out, and I'm like, all right, well, let's stick with that.
All right, everybody, shut up. This is Joe's favorite part coming up.
It opens it up.
Yeah, no,
It
I
really
think
does.
great.
Like it's got like there's a lot going on in the song that meshes well, but then it just goes.
It's the groove of it. You know what I mean? Like it just.
Some would call it the coda. Musical terms, but yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the groove,
No, I
the
mean,
groove
yeah,
of
yeah.
that riff, just
Yeah.
like. Do you know
like the
how
way it
many
ends.
how many songs have ring outs versus hard stops? I never really thought about that.
I'll let you know in the next hour.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's one.
So the first two, the first song was what? A hard stop or a ring out?
Hard stop.
Hard stop.
And then the second one was a ring out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, we'll find
Like
out.
a short ring out. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like a,
Right.
This song, when we played on tour last year, we weren't like solid how the intro was going to be and stuff like that. And we're
Dude,
like, and then like the whole time leading up to the album, we're like, what's going to happen? Like, how's it going to sound? It's empty. There's nothing there. There was just the guitar, and then
Albie came in clutch.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And it blends very well too. You would think that we wrote that purposely.
It's so eerie, but perfect eerie, you know? Like not too much, not too
Ah,
much.
the horns right there make this section.
I remember I was working on it, and Nikki came upstairs and she was like, "It sounds like are you making a horror movie up here? What are you doing?" I was
Haunted circus.
You look over at her.
Dude, I can see a little mini clown on like a unicycle.
Yeah. And that'll be Paul back in the day when he had the unicycle.
You know, I think I could still ride one, maybe.
Let's try not, because we need you to play drums like this. Still.
That's the last thing we need is Paul
Yeah.
riding a unicycle down the street and fucking busting his ass.
The way the snare cuts through here,
Oh yeah.
was saying before that like this, if there were to be like a radio rock single on the album,
This would be it, right?
This would be. It's very straightforward. It's like boppy in a way. If you know what I mean? Like you just like bop your head to it. It's very straightforward and
Not complicated.
it's catchy. Like with Jay's vocals and the patterns there.
Yeah, I remember vocally when we were recording this, my throat was kind of shot, so I didn't put as many dynamics into this song as I usually do, and I just went with straight aggressive raw vocals.
It came out really well, and you can hear it. And it was a perfect song to do that with.
You feel the aggression like in the vocals. And I'm so excited for this music video.
Yeah, man.
Not waiting for this music video. It's gonna be so silly.
I was fighting off spiders in this music video.
My legs are still jacked up from stepping in like a chigger's nest or something like that. Like
somehow, after being there 3 times with you guys, I had like 1 or 2 ticks, and that's it. I didn't even get a bite.
really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we like lay down in a chigger's nest or something
Yeah.
because they were everywhere.
I came home and I was like, I need to get in the shower right now, and just like it was fucked up.
The video better come out good because I still have bites on me. So if it's not,
My legs
I'm
are
pretty
fucked
pissed.
up, man. Yeah, yeah. No, I guarantee you it's gonna look sick. Here's that classic
yeah.
dual
Twin
tremolo.
guitars, yeah.
We were talking about death earlier. This is like a death harmony, death style harmony.
Oh yeah.
Incorporate like a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th harmony in the same riff.
Yeah.
Paul breaks it down,
Yeah,
and then
that's all I can say.
Yeah, I love this part.
This reminds me of Nightbringer. This riff,
definitely does. Yeah,
like the super
Tremolo.
high trem.
the classic Alec riff right there.
Yeah. I do kind of do those. Couple times.
I love the cutout here.
Tom part. I love doing that.
Yeah.
It's just fun. You know, it's not. You know.
The drums are so driving.
That's what makes it like that. Like
complicated.
Yeah, the whole song is just like full steam ahead.
And that little lead right there.
the last minute.
Yeah, that lead.
Verse up
That
there.
lead.
It reminds me of like Peter Huss type stuff with Shiny.
Yeah.
Has like a windier vibe to it too.
Yeah, I get
Like
that.
weirdness, but obvious part.
Oh man,
That drum beat.
dude, this part, man. You're like, here we go.
You hold your breath while you play that.
No. No. You actually, you know, you have to actually try your best to not hold your breath.
Yeah.
Usually you just have to try to like breathe slowly as you're going over 200 beats per minute.
Do your kegels beforehand.
Clenching his asshole. Like, all right.
The single strokes though with the bass pedal, sometimes I actually alternate between my right foot and left foot before I go real fast because it like actually warms me up. Sometimes that helps actually. So
For like these spurts.
yeah, exactly.
This
Dude.
solo blast
Oh yeah.
coming up.
I remember when we wrote
love
this.
it.
I don't remember. Was that by accident or
No, it was on purpose.
It was on purpose. Okay.
And we told you to do it again.
We played this in Massachusetts. That one on the
That tour. That,
yeah. I remember playing that part to blast me, and all of a sudden you hear people, yeah, it's like yelling, roaring, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
looking
right.
up like,
Because everything else drops out and it's just
Yeah.
that blast, and I remember hearing people go, "Wah!"
That was with Wilder Run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Sammy's
I'm trying to remember like what, you know.
Hold on, guys, graduation time.
Oh.
Wave goodbye to everybody.
I mean, it was a good choice to put this song on the full length
Yeah, definitely.
from St. Vitus Dance, but like when you sent the orchestrals to us,
Well, yeah, I just way overdid it on this one. The first draft of the orchestrals.
it was only that one layer you had that made it sound like a graduation, but there was also no music behind it.
There
which
was like
good.
an added like violins, like soaring violin that kind of
Yeah.
like.
I
it
can
was-
definitely see why. There's not a lot going on here, so I guess you figure that you could probably add something to
And then it drops out for the guitar like a harmony, but
I think what we settled on was the perfect amount
yeah.
of orchestral to
graduation day. Yeah.
to graduation. Yeah.
Do you guys remember writing this? Where we gave Paul the keys and we said, why don't we start something that
Think of a
features the
pattern.
drums?
Yeah. Just think of something.
All right, is that for the next riff?
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't. I don't think we came up with this beginning part. I think we started off with his rhythmic part.
We did. Yeah. It was.
We did. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we did do
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Because we were like, Paul, why don't you write something?
Right.
We did.
So this is the first riff that we wrote for this song.
Yeah, and then we added the
and then
beginning.
we went back.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't remember that.
I forgot about that.
Fun to play.
Yeah.
That
It
pattern's fun to play.
Could you?
I love when we added those vocals.
Yeah, this song has
What?
just like evolved, you know,
It
since
definitely
we
progressed.
added it to the full length.
Could we have this song like as an ending though? If we ever played live, you think we could ever? Because you're saying like graduation, waving goodbye.
Not graduation anymore, so.
Well, you know what I mean though. Like
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Faith No More when they came out singing the when they came out in the red tuxedo.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Jesus.
It was like an old school like R&B song that they started singing in the beginning.
It's just like quiet and subtle.
Yeah.
And then Paul comes in.
It's all over.
well, yeah, I knew that had to be explosive.
We were a little hesitant with repeating this so frequently.
That's
at the
right.
beginning.
That's right.
And I was like,
right.
no, man, we
Is
gotta
it too
do that again.
repetitive? Is it
It kind of has like the popcorn. You know?
Yeah, and we
does.
typically don't really do that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And there's a couple times like throughout our
Yeah, it was just
Discography.
perfect.
discography
we
where
have
we've
done
done
that,
that,
yeah.
but normally we write more linear.
like this offbeat? That's my favorite.
Well,
one of my favorite
technically,
parts.
we do repeat these, but in between, it's like
Yeah.
linear.
Yeah.
Got it. One of my favorite parts of the song.
Really?
I was waiting for Joe to say it.
Yep.
I was waiting for
It's
it.
the dual guitar harmony. Paul's work here. Jason didn't. We're all doing something completely different that blends together.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite thing about this part. It's just like
I don't know why, but we thought this was like a
Coheed,
Coheed
yeah.
part. Like this next one coming up.
When we- this part?
Yeah. I don't know why. And we take this into like a totally different direction because the beginning of the song sounds a little darker,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like this section, and then the next section it has a little bit more light to it. You know what I mean?
Right. But it totally goes with that
it
whole.
builds in a source like.
But I
Like a
like
story.
that we're going from dark to light to
Yeah.
light to dark. So it's like,
Yeah.
This part again. This is
This album's full
right
of that
foot,
stuff.
left foot, like transition.
yeah.
Helps with the warm up, especially with this part coming up. Oh my god. To this day, it's still it's like, oh, here we go.
It reminds me of Enslaved.
The pirate part we mess with Jay with. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like when we play this song live, I always in the back of my head
Want to do that?
want to do it and then look over you.
It's a very epic part.
The patch is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part is really epic. And like the undertones that you added here fit perfectly
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the orchestrals.
It just kind of like builds like extra body to.
Yeah.
Because the guitars are technically playing in like a lower sort of register.
Yeah.
For that.
It
So,
makes
like,
more sense,
it,
too.
It kind of it's like a.
I feel like
it kind of sits like.
this song was the one song that really changed what we were going to do and changed our identity.
Like this was almost not necessarily a blueprint, but like.
This was the transitioning.
Yeah. I remember we didn't have this.
No,
Lead.
this
Hey,
came
this
in
was
way
another like
later.
well.
sneaky studio
man.
surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And I'm just, like, another
yeah.
one where like I'm so glad that
Dude.
this came out this way. It just it
It doesn't even sound like you're playing guitar on some of these parts.
It fits though, breaks it up from the monotony of the riff.
No, it does. It definitely does. I'm still in awe like of how you made some of these sounds on this solo.
Like you were just listening to it and you were probably
Like, what technique is he
you know, let
using?
me try this.
it's a bag of tricks, right? It's like all
Crazy.
your
Yeah, it's just more tapping stuff, octaves, like playing some like Patrici tricks there with the octaves and stuff.
That's what that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely. I'm like, how the hell did you do that?
Edibles. I want the answer. Edibles, hit record.
This is like a nice break.
Yeah.
I love this part.
I actually like playing this part.
It's got like a very.
This may
it's like
actually be
urban
like my
thing.
favorite part of the song.
It's got like a very uplifting
Oh, yeah.
vibe. It's like soft, but like open and like.
Just this right there.
Yeah.
That acoustic guitar has strings that are like 12, 15 years old on it.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Because I didn't have one at the time. I forget who I gave it to borrow, and I was like, I stopped my dad's. I'm like, hey, I need to borrow an acoustic. He's like, here. And I borrowed it from him, and I was like, yeah, I'll change the strings on it.
No.
Nah. It just sounded good.
But it sounded great.
Yeah.
That took us a while to get to nail that
The
section.
click track, especially.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, I remember. And I love the switch up, like this next part,
Yeah, this part.
because you do something different on the bass.
Yeah.
Now he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now he does.
Okay.
Live
Yeah.
special only.
Yeah, it's a live special thing.
But
You gotta come out
love
and see
that.
us if you want to hear it.
I love how we hold our breath, trying to figure out what Paul's gonna do for that section.
Oh
that's
my
Right,
God.
that's like part of the fun of it. Is you just like, you're just like, all right.
I'm like, I don't care what you do in between, as long as you come back on time at that one.
Which
note.
I will.
Yep,
I will
yep.
disappoint.
There were three,
But there's
four
been a
pieces
couple
one.
times. Wasn't there?
Do you
there was
guys,
that
like,
one
forget
show
about
where,
it?
where
Like-
Paul was like, that dude was like talking shit. So Paul was like, all right, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fuck, I'm gonna fuck everybody up on this one.
Hey, what was it?
No, it sounded killer.
Yeah, I just, I was trying to explain that it's not competition, man. We're just trying to, like,
You're just trying to play
no
together.
one wins prizes, no one's getting any money or anything like that, like a guitar.
And then he
Central
looked
or
over at
something
you. He's
that.
like, I'm gonna trash you.
It's like you're over, and then dude fucking left early.
This part.
Well, he didn't believe what I played was real or something like that. He thought they were like add-ons and stuff like that.
Like backing track drums.
No, like with the feet, the hand speed, just I guess the creativity of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, what surprise? No, it's real.
I remember when we wrote this, the idea to play everything backwards for
Backwards,
the
yeah.
last one was like, oh, like, why didn't we? Like we spent like a long time trying to figure out how to end it. And it was like, oh, why don't we just think about it at the beginning?
We did that on Osteogenesis also. We repeated the last half of the song
Right, but we
backwards.
actually play these notes.
These notes, these chords backwards,
Backwards.
yeah.
It reminds me of Opeth for some reason.
It's funny too with the click tracks.
I
It's
totally
backwards,
see that.
but
I
it's all
totally
the
see
time. Like I hear the clicks in my ears,
I mean,
and
we
then I'm
didn't
like,
do that on purpose, but it just,
no, I know. It's just funny. I'm just so used to it now, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, I remember when I first did it, I was just like,
Song comes next. Ah,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Hijama.
another Albee wonder.
Yeah, this was another one of those where it's like I was like cooking something up in the lab, and Nikki comes in and she goes, "Are you like watching a horror movie? Like, what are you doing right now?" I just try like.
leave the light
Those
on.
little like rhythmic like push-ins. That's why I came up with the title of Hijama, because it just reminded me of like blood dripping out of like the
Okay.
the canisters that they put on your back.
We've done music for horror movies before and stuff like that. Like you've done scores and
I do
work on
have,
things,
I do
so-
have credits for scores and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I would love to do more shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, if all else fails, you can do more horror shit in our album. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think this is
definitely
just
see
like a
Alec
good
doing something
tie
like
to osteogenesis. It really is.
Yeah, the way this is like real soft,
Mhm.
it kind of just like fades out, and then bam, right into osteogenesis.
Man, the drums really set the stage for that song.
Yeah, it's like a freight train. Like everything's kind of like. Is that difficult for you to play?
Yes and no.
he wrote that riff in the beginning because we know how to start it, remember?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
just like the intro.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that takes a lot out of you. It's like it's all pretty relentless from start to finish. Like,
Yeah.
at least from.
You have to stay relaxed the whole time. You can never try your best not to strain yourself or overdo it.
Yeah.
Meaning like hit the drums as hard as you can and all that. It's a very bad idea. Just be relaxed, have fun. That's the the main thing.
This whole first like section of the song before it gets to the chorus is relentless. Like the drums, the pummeling beat,
Yeah.
the bass guitar vocals, it's just in your face and like I don't know.
Yeah. But then it's melodic too at the same time.
Yeah.
I love the vocals.
Marcos did a good job on those, like blending them and mixing them in
Yeah, definitely.
for that part. There's a lot going on.
I remember writing this, Joe, you were like, yeah, try to follow me on this part of the blast.
Yeah, the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that benefits, because I also play guitar myself, obviously, you know, so, as you guys know. And it helps when it comes to writing too. Like sometimes it always helps to play the other instrument to have a better understanding of what they're trying to go for.
This part.
The famous Ja Rule Ashanti.
Yeah. I cannot play this riff without hearing that.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just
just
funny
wanted-
'cause we didn't intend it.
No.
It wasn't until after the song was written we were like,
Always there on time. I just wanted something that really like pummels you in the face.
Because of this, that's why you wanted me to play that blast beat part.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you're like, can you just throw that in at least? Like,
Well, because it sounded cool.
no, I like it.
I really feel like that part punches you in the face.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it comes in.
This part, man. I swear, every time when we play this part, you like look directly right at me. Every time.
Plus, we have to be in sync. Oh, yeah. Remember the reaction vid to this?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, so the dude stopped it like right at that point. So I was like,
He's not gonna get the transition.
Nope. And then as
Hey,
soon as we
dude,
came
back
in
in.
the transition, he's like,
he's like,
I thought I was listening to a black metal band.
Has a carny sound to it.
yeah.
That guitar riff, did that just come natural to you, Joe?
Yeah.
Like it was just like.
Because Alec and I always play different things, so it was like a good blend of the riffs, like a hybrid.
Yeah.
My Chop China part.
I love it.
Nailing this part was
Vocals,
really
yeah.
hard too.
I remember that part.
Because it's,
Come on, I'm gonna do it again. Let's try it again. All right, let's do it again.
dude, it was rough. Like, because I'm trying to fall on the beat at the same time, you know. So. And this is
Doing it
what,
over
7, 8?
So yeah.
Yeah, 7. So it's like pretty difficult.
Might just break down.
And this was another studio lead,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I don't know what we had before that.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We just played the.
We just played the riff, and it needed something to break it up and kind of like transition into the chorus again, and that's where this transitions.
Okay. I mean, it's fucking killer, and I can't imagine the song not having it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
that helped the transition a
Yup.
lot.
and then we decided to do, after this part, do the song backwards from the
Right,
original.
right.
We do that a lot.
from the intro.
After the drum.
After
Drum
the
roll,
always
yeah.
on time.
Baby!
That part kind of reminds me of Tamerlane a little bit, right?
Oh, that drum fill. Yeah.
A language that all drummers understand.
It's like drum Morse code. It's like this weird.
What kind of blast do you have here?
Just straightforward. You follow your right foot with your right hand.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, and I figured go off to China, you know, so just keep bell riding it all the time, you know.
Yeah, we gave you no slack in this song.
Yeah,
And then we go back to the other riff. It's like, you have to go play that double bass part now.
No, it's not too bad.
what
Like
the
really,
song
this
needs.
part, this is the part that, you know, you gotta make sure you're solid focused on, especially with that double bass in. 'Cause it's not like too fast and it's not like too slow, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's actually a little faster even in the middle part, you know? I would say, what, maybe 160 beats per minute? That's my guess.
Another ring out one to answer your question.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one,
man.
this was so much fun to do. I had a blast doing this one.
I could just picture a clown coming out of like a creepy like little hole, like with his little toy box.
Well, it fits the time period too. So.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
We gotta hire
I
a
think that's
midget.
what really hit the nail on the head. Did a good job with this one.
The title, Pseudobulbar Affect.
Yeah.
When you die from laughter.
Yeah.
And then all the
Detuned
background.
laughing, yeah.
Yeah. I literally envisioned like a crazy person on stage, like performing for no one.
Like a contortionist kind
And
of
it's like
thing.
all in their head, like, and that's where
Yeah.
the laughing and all that, like.
Wow, dude. New video idea. Uh-oh.
And you know, it was actually really hard. I had to actively play off click to like give it that kind of like weird like effect, like.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
that's
it was,
right.
it's so hard to fucking play against like a click to
yeah.
like to like slow down and like.
Turned out great.
Turn out,
Yeah, I love that one. That one was a lot of fun to do.
I forgot about this song. I thought I was going into Blade. I was like waiting for it, but I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This one, man.
This song's funny because like it starts off like very like small and quiet,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it just continuously builds
Ramps up, yeah.
until just the solo
Yeah.
guitar where it's like.
Interlude that section. I like how it's still quiet and it has like that like it didn't hit you yet,
Yeah.
The toms on this section make this part.
and then it's
The chugging, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love it.
and then it's right after
This
like
has
that
a
party
windier
vibe.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
I never noticed that before. That makes
Yeah.
This was from an
Fast-paced
older song we had actually.
Yeah,
that we never released.
that's
This
right.
riff, remember?
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Was this with the that EP, right?
Was this
We were
before we wrote
Before St. Vitus.
Molyneuxs, or
Yeah, way
This was
before.
before we
Okay.
wrote
So this was the
St.
first
Vitus?
album we wrote.
Yep.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. I like what we added here. The horns
Yeah.
and all the brass. It fits like that like carny like
It does.
vibe
It does
perfectly.
flow with that, but this has like a little bit more of like a regal kind of like kind of vibe.
And finally hearing vocals over after like 3 years, 4 years. They're in a riff away, coming back to it.
This snare blast throws me off every time when I'm listening to it.
You think it's off, but it's like you listen, it's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get that he's switching hands now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You have to like once you get it, it's like aha.
yeah, it flies over
It
my
was good to
head.
have the lead guitarist just playing the drum. Beat me to the chase.
Trust me, recording this process, I know your parts really damn well.
Yeah, I know.
I'm listening like, what is that? And I'm like, aha. It opens up. That's a busy riff.
It really
is.
is.
Well, because we're all playing different stuff.
Yep.
Dude,
Here we go.
I hated this riff on
This
this.
right here.
Yeah, this riff.
This
I love this riff.
This is pretty cool.
as funny as it sounds though, it's muscle memory to me.
Well, at this point, yeah.
At
But
this
remember,
point, yeah.
remember trying to learn it the first time?
Oh yeah, come on.
Oh no! Oh well, yeah.
Paul
come on,
forgets
guys.
the growing pains of this album.
No, I do not. I do not,
I'm
dude.
just gonna sit back and have a drink.
Before I go to sleep, I'm just like, I better make sure I practice more.
This whole section has like a elevator jazz vibe to it almost.
Yeah.
Nice break, mental break,
Hey, we
physically and mentally.
can't use that word jazz around Alec.
Don't say it. Don't
Jazz
say
hands.
the
Just
J
say
word.
it.
But it really does.
We're
though.
we're past that point at this part.
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point.
It's a nice break once again, like to have like a busy song, but then like have like a break that fits.
I remember you had this little lick written like for a while.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and like it just kind of like fits this
Fit
part
right in
so
there.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The piano really makes it though, like it brings everything out.
guitar work, man.
It's relentless.
The best is the piano part right afterwards, how it comes out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Mm.
kind of brings it back.
And you and Paul and Jay's did it like the syncopation you do together. And back
Mini Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero.
it brings it back in though.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's totally,
it links
totally
them back
fits.
together.
That sounds like it should be a clip for Guitar Center's commercials.
Please. But it links it back together, like because it brings it back to the key signature.
No,
and
it
stuff.
definitely
If Guitar Hero ever came out with another game like that, this song would
This
be
song
in
used
it.
to be on.
Just that one like lead in.
And then this lead too.
It
That
goes
goes
high
over,
lines.
over
I
the,
I really dig
verse
this lead.
riff.
Yeah, that goes back and forth.
Yeah. The improv thing, it just sounded like weird in the background, for like that like carny like weird vibe to it.
Yeah, it's like its own like lyrical like. I love this part. It's like so simple, but like
We had this riff, yeah, it was all part of that song
This
we had.
was that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I came across those songs a while ago.
You sent them to me actually. Some of
yeah.
those, oh my god.
And I had like lyrics and shit. I remember the first song was called Agatha and Catalepsy or some shit. Catalepsy or something. I remember we first wrote this.
Oh, was it your idea to do the complete silence?
And the third one,
the
yep.
dropout.
Yeah. That was brilliant.
It was.
And then I decided, hey guys, let's do it all. Right there, yeah. And then
I love that.
my idea, hey, offbeat.
Nobody listen to Paul, just keep playing.
Yep, we have to ignore you sometimes.
No, I get that. And I love it.
Hard stop.
Hard stop,
Hard
yeah.
stop.
There's like 2 ring outs, Jay.
Here we go.
I do love this song.
This song, man, it has like
I think this is my favorite song.
Really?
it's a journey, man. It's like a soaring journey with like all these emotions.
I
and
think
things
of
when you listen
I think of
to it.
Enslaved as soon as the song
Yes.
comes on.
Yeah.
I
If
yelled
there
that
was one
so
song-
many times for the beginning. With the
If there was
click.
one song
Oh,
for
I
a
get that.
direction that I wanted to go with us, it would be this song. right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. If you could only pick like one song, and it's like you have this is all you have to go by like for like IATT. Like this is what I want you to think of when you think of us.
Well, for that question, I would say Molyneuxs. But
Okay.
for like, if we had to choose a direction and we can only stick to that direction, I would say this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you.
And I'm glad that the what was it, Dutch Metal Maniac?
Mhm.
He definitely felt the folky vibe in this song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like there's folky elements peppered throughout the album, but I think this song really like
This song
highlights
does highlight it, yeah.
some like folky.
and I don't think people really get the sense of that we do have some folky elements
Mhm.
until they do listen to this.
Yeah.
And we wrote this song a while ago too.
This is,
We brought it
Saint
back.
Vitus- Was it during St. Vitus Day?
No, it was before St. Vitus Day.
Before.
Once again.
It was late 2015 into 2016 we wrote this.
Oh wow.
Yep. It was after Gnosis was released. We were doing it right afterwards, I remember that.
Well, that's why I guess I was saying. Because it was after Gnosis, then we did St. Vitus, right?
Like
So-
3 years later.
Yeah, but there was a
Yeah.
break in between.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're right.
That build up, man.
Wow.
Once again, it just came natural. Just with the idea. Alright, let's try this, let's try
And
that.
then
You know, when I was writing the lyrics for this song, I like remember how we spoke about like tray panning and like the drilling through the skull.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like taking the perspective of the person getting the tray panning done to them,
Yeah.
and just observing like the procedure and like everyone gathering around and that type of thing. So it was
So this song is from the perspective of somebody
Yes.
getting the
the
procedure
tray
done.
panning done to them. Yeah.
I love that raspy technique you used on your voice for
That wasn't on purpose.
No, but it sounds so good.
I think you drank a lot of tea when we were doing that. I remember.
See, this is the thing. We go to record in the winter, man, or in the spring.
Yeah.
It's either my allergies or
Sure.
I get sick or something like that. So it's like there's like only a small window for the perfect time to record vocals.
Sure, yeah.
R.I.P. Lemmy. That's all I'm gonna say right now. For this part.
It is a very Motorhead-esque, like, kind of riff.
Dude, I love this part though.
Alec, you came up with that.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
Let's
after
try it. And then I was like, oh, I'll play this part.
And Jay was like, no, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Engage! I love it. The switch up in the drums.
Yeah, like when we were writing, I was like, yeah, I have to follow that part now.
Yeah. It's so solid with the drums, dude.
Doesn't hurt to think outside the box sometimes.
True. That's true.
How's this transition gonna work?
Yeah.
Like the doom section.
It's funny, like,
That's part of that journey of the song, man. Like
Yeah.
the wave of emotions.
I think sometimes we're too critical on like our songwriting. You know what I mean?
what?
And I'm like, just have faith. It'll come together.
And it's proof.
Yeah. We're super critical of ourselves.
Still one of my favorite like riffs that we have together.
This one?
Yeah.
Just like straight doom, chuggy, just, it's dark.
With the orchestra on the back though, just the,
And then think about where we go from here.
Yep.
Yeah. It has like a very swallow the sun kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All breaks it down more.
yeah, well, you know, I thought it was
fits.
necessary.
Death Metal Jeff.
Oh, I missed that guy.
It's another part of that journey right there, man. It's like you're going through that part. You get like the dark part. It's like uplifting right now. It's
Dude,
like starting to
when
climb
you came
again.
up with this riff, I loved it. But I was like, how do we go from here to there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just a great transition. It really was. And it took us to a different.
We gotta give people a roadmap when they get this album too. Just because like
Yeah.
it takes you over like such a fucking like different landscapes. You know what I mean?
I love the fact you added no vocals during like that doom section. Up
Yeah.
until the part afterwards, like because like you knew it was like this,
Yeah, because it just felt instrumental.
Yep.
Like, you know, like it was.
and it's nothing like we're like wanking or like instruments together. It just looks like
It's just the groove. It's
Yeah.
just like the vibe of like the
Well,
instrumentation.
we were in our jazz fusion.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it, dude. I was waiting. I was like, he's gonna say it. I know it. Yep.
Damn, oh my god.
Another eyeballing at each other.
Just making sure you're on.
That's one of those sections. I really love this part. And then the violins there.
Oh, the
Yeah.
bed of violins underneath. Yeah, I do like the octave harmonies.
yeah. There it is. And then it goes right back into the song. So your journey's over. You're at the low point. You're coming back up, and it's just like this is it.
There's the cliff. Yeah.
And we
Got the
had
clip
no
in.
idea how we were gonna end the song for a long time. Remember?
We talked about like ideas as far as like we wanted to like make it very like folky and
Yeah,
like,
we-
kind of
yeah.
like break it down.
Record it, and we'll do it in post.
This
That's what we
riff
said.
gave him the hardest challenge. Remember we couldn't
Oh,
start the
dude.
song?
Yeah.
Well,
do you remember
that's
how
when I
long-
really started, really understanding time signatures.
A band practice
Had a
week.
better perspective.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came out.
I
That was
love-
when it gets
Pretty
more
happy with
folky.
it.
I love this song.
The whole ending.
And then the ending was the icing on the cake.
It was.
Those classical guitars.
Especially in those time signatures to get them to flow and not
Oh,
sound
yeah.
like it's like a 7, a 5, a 6, an 11. To
Yeah.
get it to flow was
Yeah.
like a pain in the ass. It was actually on Easter, I remember. It is on Easter.
Huh.
And I was like, I have food over there, I'm gonna go eat. I need to write something now. I had a deadline. And yeah, that's you in the background.
Oh, I did all like the tribal chanting and stuff.
Poor Nikki.
I spent a good hour looking up different tribal like and trying to like figure out like the right dialect to use like for like the chanting and then like the wailing. And then Nikki came upstairs because I was upstairs. I'm like, whoa!
That had to be the
She's like,
hottest.
what are you? She's like, what the?
What is this
fuck
album
are you,
doing to you?
What are you
Just
doing? But I mean, it turned out great.
Yeah.
That song is
I
definitely.
love that song.
Oh,
boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say much during this song. I'm gonna let you guys have it because I went to Europe for 2 weeks. And I expected something to be done when I got back. That's all I know. So,
Dude, this song is punishing.
Yeah.
And this is probably the easiest song for me to play now.
Yeah. Well, we drilled the fuck out of it.
Well,
I
the
mean,
thing
like-
is that the way that it flows, it doesn't even feel like it's like time signature changes.
Well,
Right, yeah.
But I have to say, this was like the hardest song for us to learn.
I would say so.
Yeah,
We
definitely-
couldn't play it
definitely
live
one of the
for
hardest
months.
songs. One of the hardest songs for sure.
I would actually say this is one of the songs I was actually nervous to play live. At
Really?
first. Yeah.
Remember we debuted it for the Obscura show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because we
Wait,
were
was
like,
that
this
was
is the
that when we
perfect song to
debuted
play
it?
there. Huh?
We debuted it. That was the first time we
Yeah.
played it live.
No, we did
Yeah,
it on tour.
sure.
We did it on tour.
We did it
Oh,
on
did
September.
we?
We did play it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had no lead written for it yet. And
I
I was
was
like, what
I
do
was
do?
thinking that we need to play this song for the Obscura
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
Tour be
okay.
prepped for it.
Yeah.
That video shot that was the Obscure show.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. I still count for this part.
You do?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a nice little break before it gets into the.
Yeah. I don't really know how to take that part. I don't know if it's a breakdown or for what it is. You know, like I'm very curious on what other people think about that one part.
How they
How do they
perceive it.
perceive it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they think and all that? This part, man.
The drums fucking kill me during this section.
Yeah. I
I
think
love it.
if I had to choose one death metal song from this album, this would be the death metal song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
When you're alternating between,
And I'm thinking that's why Oliver and Black Lion, when they say like, oh, progressive death and stuff like
Yeah.
that, they hear Arsenic first, so they're like, no, this is death metal. This isn't black metal.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Those screams in the background.
yeah.
This was a song that brought out the whiteboard, I think.
this is
Oh, it definitely did.
yeah.
Especially this part.
Yes. The way that the guitars ring out there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Damn.
Can't help that, you know. That's actually one of the parts I actually kept.
Like you can have a conversation and just stop on that part and just go.
I love when it opens up.
I get so into that part too.
And it's kind of tough transitioning from
Paul's
this
like,
to that.
Yeah.
It hugs me up, man. Every time. I don't know,
Has a gore guts vibe to it to me.
Definitely.
And then this is a perfect example of just relax right here.
Oh, this is the
Relax.
relaxing part.
You have to, really try your best not to strain yourself. So you
Man,
stamina.
I know we all hold our breath when we get to this part with him.
And then you always try to make sure you don't hit up, like ending on the cymbals, and then you lose your stickings and all that. You know?
Alright, and drop a drumstick.
I try my best to always have the drumstick right next to me, just in case if I do that.
You should just duct tape it to your hands.
So like I was trying to say earlier with the chopped china, it's like you have one in the front and one on the side. You're alternating back and forth. You try your best not to like hit anything else. And,
Yeah.
it's more than just like keeping the pace up. It's also like don't drop the stick. You know.
I love how we broke this part
I
down.
was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
For a while, it's like I thought it would be stagnant, but like changing the blast beats to breaking it down,
Which I'm happy
pauses,
Yeah.
like the leads like that.
With
It
all the
changes it up.
ambient stuff going around, like the yelling and then the orchestral like stuff, it definitely makes this part sound more cohesive and it doesn't feel as long as it
Yeah.
actually is. Because this is probably 3/4 of the song. It's just that part.
Arsenic Ways, yeah. Look. Another.
And when we wrote this, all I could see was just like something like chemicals metamorphosing. So that's how I came up with like the arsenic title and like the effects that it has on like your body and stuff like that.
This ending came out so beautiful. I was listening to it with my brother, like when we first got the mix back from Marcos, and he's like, this song is like a trip, it's like a journey, because like you're listening to it, and then it's like this part is like you're taking like some like depressants or something like that, and it's like the most uplifting thing in the world. Like when you get the violin coming from Ben,
Yeah,
which he did.
I love that.
Remember, you wanted to like cut this song in half and just kind of like make it its own song?
I wanted a like a part A and part B.
Yeah.
It worked out well.
It
like
works.
this
It works
somehow.
so well as it is.
Yeah, this part's fun to play.
Yeah, the violin he added with everything, just
Definitely makes a difference.
it meshes everything well.
And it's like tastefully done, where it's not like it's not just like fucking all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
it's he really did like a killer job. I love this. Yep.
The build up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need a violin player.
Your solo just flows so well right from the violin, like
They balance each other and complement each other. Like he
Yes.
did a lot of good jobs, like mimicking like the lead and stuff like that. And then like just like the build up, like the guitar and like the drums, and then and then double bass
This was like the perfect ending for the album.
and the album. Yeah, definitely was. It's the way like it broke down, it builds up again, and then where it's at now with the double bass, everything's picking up, it speeds up, and then the breakdown at the end before it like closes. It's definitely your end of the album, and end of the set we play usually. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the last song we've been playing for.
it's a great way to end the
Wow.
set.
And this,
Yeah, that part goes.
man,
That's it.
That-
That's a
That's it.
fucking album.
Yeah. That's Nomenclature. Thank you for listening to our commentary video. If you have any questions, feel free. I don't know why. I
Right.
said
No, that's great. That's great.
good.